Just the other day, I was having a conversation, quick discussion, quick chat with a new member, new client, and we were talking about the safety of their finances, their income, not so much how it's produced, but how it's received. For the simple fact of the matter being that it is what would be deemed and considered by banks to be an informal income. Comment down below if you don't know what that means. And I need to do another video to explain what informal income means. But basically, it's a much more sophisticated term to reference how people earn their money. And it is typically through online businesses and online income, and not so much a traditional 9 to 5 corporate job or anything like that. Income, industries, revenue sources, businesses, personal choices that some banks may not necessarily agree with. Interestingly enough, Bupe shared with me this breaking news update out of the Evening Standard. And it's a list of bank branch closures in 2023, including NatWest, Lloyds, HSBC, and Barclays. Excuse me. And it mentions that high street banks are becoming obsolete as more people shift to online, which branches have closed or are due to close in your area is the question. Also mentioning that the way we bank has significantly changed in recent years. Now, more than ever, people are choosing to do their banking online rather than in their local branch. And this has caused a knock-on effect with closures to major high street banks taking place throughout the UK, but also here in the US, and I'm pretty sure other countries as well. But the informal business income, we were having a chat, we were having a think tank discussion, formulating ideas, getting the dialogue going about the banks, about backup plans, and about investing. This all started with the question of diversity, security, and cash flow. Obviously, the income is the cash flow, but the diversity is going to be within, closely linked to the security being, are we diverse in our banking so that if Bank A decides to cut off inbound deposits, is Bank B ready, set up, and able to switch over immediately so you're not experiencing any delays in your cash flow? So that we're trying to add the security of the cash flow through diversity and diverse banking options and solutions. But really and truly, it's bigger than that. It's far bigger than that, because money in the bank is essentially useless. It really is. Now, I do want to preface before I go any further that a lot of what I share with you all may not necessarily be it may fall into the category of unpopular truth. And I'm okay with that. With that being said, oftentimes I'll receive comments that include words like fear. But I'll tell you guys that fear and truth are often two words that are commonly interchanged and often incorrectly. So this also ties into quite possibly the amount of views that I will receive on my videos, because inevitably they will be low, quite possibly for the foreseeable future, because the particular audience that I'm targeting for these conversations are ultimately the minority of viewers on the platform, or at least a minority of the viewers that have subscribed to my channel, which also is indicative to the amount of viewers on the platform. Smart, educated, knowledgeable, level-headed, reasonable thinkers who are looking to grow and improve above and beyond what most would consider to even be possible. and without all the flashy hooks, edits, captions, gotchas, and time wasters in between, which I'm more than capable of producing through editing and Final Cut Pro. But I'm just going to tell you guys right now, this is all about just real people having real conversations about real shit and making real money. That's it. Okay. So, despite the banks potentially closing, despite ATMs going away, despite more of a shift to online fintech banking solutions, the elimination of the brick and mortar banking location, banks, how we used to think about them, it really doesn't matter to me. And this is what I shared with the individual that I was having this conversation with, was that once we get the diversity in line and in place to make sure that we are secure in receiving our cash flow, that's it. We want to receive the cash flow, okay? But we don't want the banks to hold it. Now, granted, I'm not saying rush out, run out, and take all your money out of the bank, because I've already explained to you how that could cause severe deterioration of the fractional reserve banking system that our banks are built on, this mental construct that keeps the money flowing, keeps the money printing. However, me personally, I prefer to make more money. I prefer to continuously make more money. I prefer to make money while I sleep, and it cannot do that while it's sitting in the bank. The bank is merely a stopping point. It's unfortunately a middleman. It's a vehicle, a vessel to transfer the money from who owes me the money to me, for me to take that money and put it out into the world, reinvest it into my business, invest it in other investment opportunities, other investment vehicles, stocks, real estate, more businesses, other businesses, cryptocurrency, NFTs, intellectual property, organizations, Chamber of Commerce. Like, this is what it's about, and also enjoying the fruits of my labor. So banks are closing, ATMs are going away, we're moving online, digital dollars, got it, great. However, that doesn't change my philosophy and my thought process behind how I want to make money and how I want to earn money through investing money, okay? Whatever that money is, I don't even care. If I were to move to another country and no longer use the dollar as my primary currency, and now I'm using the Swiss franc or the British pound or, highly unlikely, the Chinese yuan, I don't care. It's money. I want to make money. I want to receive money. I want to then invest money and have it reproduce more money. Plain and simple. That's it. Okay. It's a widget. We can call it whatever we want to call it. It serves a purpose. Okay. That purpose, though, does not, for me, end in the banks, because the investing side is what's going to allow me, and anyone for that matter, to hedge against inflation, outpace inflation, insulate yourself against inflation, create passive income streams, produce the opportunities for people to retire with retirement income versus retirement savings. Potentially make it so that the job that you're doing to earn this money, you don't have to do anymore, because maybe you don't even like it. And now you've invested the money that you've earned to propel you into a direction of something that actually excites you and you're passionate about, and you literally enjoy doing every single day. Raise your hand if you enjoy doing what you do every single day and it pays you well to do it. Raise your hand. I'm sure some of you are raising your hand, but I'm probably sure that way more of you are not. And if you're not, it's perfectly fine. Comment down below. What would you like to do? What would be your passion? What interests you most? What would make you happy? what would make you happier. And we need to have a discussion and talks on ways of which and how we can develop plans and strategies and moving towards executing them so that you can achieve these goals and accomplishments to earn income through your interests, through your hobbies, through what you enjoy, diversifying that income, protecting it, securing it, and then putting that cash flow to great use through investments for exponential growth and return on investment opportunities.